Hey guys, it's Cody. Welcome to Star Citizen. I'm going to try to make a series of videos, and so this is going to be the first video about what Star Citizen is, how to get involved in Star Citizen, a little bit about the game, the backing, some things that the game has right now. So anyway, Star Citizen is a MMO, I guess. It's like an online game, space, basically whatever you want to be, you can be, just like Elite Dangerous. I really like Elite Dangerous, but the ships in this game kind of make Elite look not so up to par. So you may notice that my frames are really low, and that's because this game is still in alpha and it's not optimized whatsoever. So despite running other games quite high, this game is still, obviously because it's an alpha, doesn't run as smooth. So let's see. It's interesting, I can't figure out why when I turn around the frames go up and when I turn this way the frames go down. But so I'm in the Revel and York hangar. There's 4 different hangars in the game. The game's produced by Robert Space Industries, and interestingly it doesn't have any backing companies like EA or Frontier or any of these. It's purely funded by the community, and they've raised over $106 million. So the cool thing is they're not really in any hurry, and the game is really quite impressive. This is also on the lowest graphics settings, and I'm also recording in fraps on half size, so this is still pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and head downstairs. There's like 1.2 million people signed up with Star Citizen that have donated to the game, I guess. So I have 4 ships in the game. In later videos I'll go over combat, the first-person shooter aspect of the game, just basic flying, all that stuff. But for this video I'm just going to kind of talk about the game, how to get started, and the hangar and stuff. So how you get started, you can go on Star Citizen's website, which is robertspaceindustries.com, I believe, and you can purchase a ship there, like a pledge, I guess, to the game, where it'll give you access to Squadron 42, which is like the campaign part of the game. It'll give you a ship, the basic self-land hangar, and access to the private test universe where you can fly around and shoot stuff and do the first-person shooter and everything. After you buy yourself into the game that way, you can purchase standalone ships if you want just the ship instead of another package. One really cool thing that a lot of people don't mention about the game is you can do upgrades. So if you have a starter ship and you want to upgrade to a better ship, so let's say the basic ship to get into the game is like $45, the Aurora or the Mustang or whatever. Let's say you want to upgrade to, I don't know, like the ship over there you can see off in the distance, the Avenger. I forget how much the Avenger is. I want to say it's like $60 or something. You can upgrade, which means it like melts your other ship down and it gives you $45 towards that ship. So in order to upgrade to the Avenger, you'd only pay $15 instead of another $60. That's really cool. However, if you want to keep a ship and just get more ships, then you will have to pay more money. But the game is spectacular, and yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. It'll be, I'm sure the beta will be really smooth. The alpha is as smooth as this. So anyway, moving on, I'll give you a tour of the hangar, I guess. Over here is like a drawing table where it tells you all the different ships you have in the hangar, which, interestingly, when I got the Constellation, it also gave me this ship, so I guess I have 2 of it now, because one's strapped underneath the ship. But this is the P-52 Mustang, or Merlin, sorry. So there's the Cutlass, which is kind of my gunship, the Avenger Stalker, one of my bounty hunting like fighter jets, the 325A, another fighter jet interdiction craft, and then the Constellation Andromeda, which is like the massive cargo exploration ship. You can change weapons, ammo, all that sort of stuff. Paints will be coming soon, I think. So that's the holo table, and then if you go here, this is where you can change your outfit and stuff. Some of these are pretty cool. I just like the medium marine armor. Doesn't really get in the way. Some of them, like that have the helmet, you can actually like see the helmet. You can kind of see my body if I look down, and sometimes it messes with the animations, but not bad. This thing here is like a little pod you can get inside of. It's kind of like a simulator, I guess, where you can do the Arena Commander, which is like a it's like a space combat simulator. Star Marine is going to be the first-person shooter one that's to come soon. And so that's those 2 parts. You can also get add-ons like posters and a fish tank and stuff to go in here. Or, because the hangars are so big, you can get a little buggy to drive around, so I might want to get one of those later on, since I have 3 hangar bays. But this one here is the Andromeda. I'll kind of go over this one last, I guess. It's the largest ship I have, and it's got 2, I think it holds a crew of 3 right now. And then that's the little snub fighter, I guess, that goes with it. There's the lasers for this thing. Okay, this thing is massive, size 4 lasers on it. And then, so there's the other Merlin strapped underneath. Basically, this ship is so big, it has huge cannons and turrets on the front, but in case it should get attacked, a 3rd player can get into one of those, or a 4th player even could drop down into that little fighter, detach from the ship, and protect it. So anyway, this is the Drake Cutlass, the Black Edition one. I kind of built this one up as my gunship, which it actually doesn't have the correct weapons on it right now. When I do a later combat video, I'll give you another tour with the better weapons. But this bottom repeater here, this bottom laser cannon, there's normally 2 more of those where these other smaller guns are. And then you can optionally replace the manned turret on top with a size 4, which is like the largest weapon in the game, either a cannon or a multi-cannon. And then there's these cool cluster missiles. They work really well. So in the front you have the pilot and the Rio, and then the 3rd person can be in the gunner's seat. So this ship doesn't look that big, however it is quite large. This is one of my favorite ships because it has these little buttons everywhere instead of just walking up to an element to interact with it. So this one is kind of like a gunship dropship. This is, I'll go ahead and close this. It's the cargo area. You can also fill it with people, so it'd be a good ground assault ship. There's kind of 2 beds here. They're kind of like in case somebody gets sick, I guess. The toilet. All these items are interactable, by the way, so pretty cool. Let's see. The other thing this ship would be good for later, they're adding, so this is a docking node, so I could connect to like the Andromeda or something. You could basically like have a bunch of people pile out of here to like pirating, I guess would be pretty cool. Those lead to the thrusters outside. There's chairs here that people can sit in. I think this button opens the docking port. Yep, so that's pretty cool. And then, let's see, this top button opens the door here. And then this bottom button opens the turret. So I'll go ahead and show that real quick. So the turret chair drops down. You sit down in the turret chair, and it lifts you back up into the turret. Now this turret doesn't have a lot of field of view, but it's not bad. I've used it in space combat before. It's pretty good. And then there's displays there, and you'll have like a heads-up display as well. Move up to the cockpit now. Wait for the chair to go up. I think those are heating elements. I'm not really sure exactly what those are. More displays here that'll be interactive. This is another way to get in for the pilots. This door here, it's kind of like an airliner door. Pretty cool. I'll show you these though. This is the pilot's seat. Get in here. It's kind of modeled after the Hind, I think. It's got the little fan, but basically you get in here and you slide over to the center and the screens open up. Kind of cool. Lots of visibility in this ship. It's really nice. And the armament is very good towards the front. So, hop out of the chair. So the Rio would sit there. You can also get in that chair. When you get in the pilot's seat, it closes all the doors. So we'll go out this way. I forget how to get out of this one. Maybe. I don't actually remember. Again, like I said, it's an alpha, so I know you can get in through that way. I used to be able to get out through that way. I'm not sure. Let's see. If I go outside, though, look at the ladder should be down. Yeah, ladder's down. Let's see. Yeah, now I can climb up the ladder. Now I can go in through the door that way too. So I'm standing on top of the wing, yeah. So anyway, that's interesting. They might be working on that. A little micro patch came out yesterday. So anyway, that's the Drake Cutlass, the Black Edition one. And then over here, walk under the Andromeda. That's huge. Constellation Andromeda. So we'll do the Gladiator, or the Titan. Aegis. Dang, I can't even remember the name of this one. It's the Stalker version, not the Titan version. But it's like a bounty hunting ship, fighter ship. So it's got a minigun on a large gimbal on the front, and then it's got these lasers on the sides. They're kind of rail guns, and then it's got rockets as well. So this one, even though it's quite small, it's actually kind of cool inside. So because it's a bounty hunting ship, it has little holding cells inside, which is pretty cool that you can put people inside of if you're a bounty hunter. So that's pretty sweet. Go ahead and close that. So this is a small ship, but it's got some pretty cool elements to it. So we'll go ahead and head up towards the cockpit. Open up the door. This is like the little bedroom type area. There's a bed here you can get inside of. The glass goes down. Oop, go forward here. It's not liking it too much because you have to crouch in here, and I'm not crouching. So it's going to go this way. and it puts you into the pilot seat. So this one's pretty cool. Lots of visibility in this one too. So not a whole lot to this one. I'll go more in depth when you actually go to fly them and the HUDs are on and everything. Yes, it just glitched me through the door there, I think. So walk down there. Okay, so that's the, I think it's the Avenger. Aegis Avenger Stalker. And then this one is the Origin 325A, which is the interdiction craft, which compared to the other Origin series, it's got the standard 2 lasers on the wings, but it's also got these twin mount rockets under the wings on both sides, another laser, and then compared to, I upgraded it recently from the 315P, which is the exploration one, so instead of having a tractor beam, it's got this mass driver cannon on it, on a gimbal, so that's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and get inside of this one. I forget, I think it's back here. Yeah. So this one's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and get inside of this. Another one you gotta kind of crouch inside of. Rather cool though. I'll crouch down. This is interesting. I like the ships like this because you don't actually have to like just go in through the cockpit window like the Gladius or anything. This one you actually like get to walk around inside. So we'll get in the pilot's chair. Some of them have joysticks, some of them have yokes in it. This one's pretty sweet. I like this craft a lot. I actually have not flown this one yet. I flew the 315, but I have not thrown the 325 yet. So cool cockpit, lots of displays. The heads-up display is pretty cool. Again, lots of visibility. When you're flying, you have like a HUD that you can like see people around you, not necessarily if they're just right in front of you like a regular fighter jet's HUD. But the visibility definitely helps. Picking this guy up. Hop out of here. Alright, so there's the 325A, the interdiction craft. And then, lastly, go to the Andromeda. I actually have not been inside of this ship yet. Alright, well I'll start with the little snub fighter, the Merlin. Comes with. It's kind of cool. I didn't know it came with this. It's got these cannons under the wings. The wings fold down, obviously. Pretty cool looking fighter. Those lights in it, the wings and stuff. It's got a minigun up front here. Can't really see it. How do I get in? Okay, so a little handhold comes out, and I guess you climb in this way. Oh, you jump in. That's pretty cool. So this is a close range fighter. It doesn't actually have a jump drive in it, but for a fighter this small, which would be really hard to hit, it's got pretty good armament. 2 lasers and a multi-cannon on the front. So that's pretty impressive. So let's go inside the Andromeda, I guess. The Andromeda has these little flaps here for planetary landings. There's fans inside, which are pretty cool. So there's 2 turrets on it. There's like one guy that controls both of them, I think. There's the belly gunner, 2 lasers, and there's also like a top gunner up there. Where is it? Yeah, way up there on top. And then, so you actually go in through this way, but there's a massive cargo hold on this thing. It holds 480 tons, or 480 units of cargo, so I'll show you that, I guess. 4 large engines, 4 size 4 laser cannons, which is pretty cool. So there's the other Merlin that's strapped underneath. that detaches. So we'll go ahead and lower this, I guess. This is the cargo hold, which is pretty cool. It lowers down so you can put the cargo inside and then just raise it up into the bottom of the ship. So this is pretty cool. I'll show you, I guess, what it's like to stand on it and raise up inside. Pretty cool. And then there's, you know, the ladders here and stuff that you can go inside the rest of the ship. I'm gonna go in through the regular way though, and then show you guys around. So how do I get out of here? Maybe here? Oh. Nope, that's the ladder. Okay, well I do not know how to get out that way. So let's see, maybe I'll find it. I want to figure this out. There's probably a button or a keypad somewhere that I don't know about. So it's probably the other ladder behind me. Here, maybe? Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go the other way. So you go through here, and there's 4 bunk beds. Pretty cool. 4-person crew. Close that door. Maybe. You know, yeah. We'll just leave that open for now. So this is how you get out. You stand on this. There's an airlock there. It's kind of cool. And then this drops you out the bottom of the ship. So that's pretty sweet. It's like a little pedestal and pulls you up inside. So that's how you get in the ship, which is pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Alright, so we'll go forward in a minute. There's lockers here. Is this open? I believe that's a shower or something. Cabinets, kind of an area here, more stuff like that. Okay, so this you can walk around here, which is pretty cool. More like docking ports. So, oh, that opens. This did not open before. Wow, that's cool. Way cool. That's one way to get out. Okay, so there's docking ports on the sides of the Aurora. Or, not the Aurora, pardon me. The Constellation Andromeda. So there's 4 variants of this ship. There's a luxury version, a cargo version. This is kind of like the in-between cargo version. And then there's an exploration version. Okay, so that's cool. So those airlocks open up as well. More computer stuff. Let's see. I wonder if that's how you do it. I got it now. Okay. So that's how you open and close the cargo bay. Very cool. Alright, makes sense. There's a button. So if we go to the back, open. Hello. There we go. Okay. So then more avionics stuff, generators, things. And then this is how you get to the fighter. Can you... Oh, this is so cool. Actually jump into the fighter. And this pops out of the bottom of the plane. This is the way you dock to get in. That's way cool. So kind of like the Bell X-1 jumped out of the bottom of the B-29, you can do the same thing with this little fighter. And I believe that's the very back of the ship. Very large ship inside, 62 meters long. So. And then going forward, go to the very front now, to the bridge. Alright, okay, so this is the front part of the ship. More storage and avionics stuff, shields. This is the, so that's how you get to the bottom turret and the top turret. I wonder how this works. Let's try it out. Let's see. Okay, so I guess you go that way for the top turret. I wonder how the visibility is in this turret. Let's see. Whoa. This one's got fantastic visibility. That's awesome. And it's got repeaters on it. Way cool. This turret's huge. Alright, and then maybe we'll see if we can get the bottom turret too. I think if we look down to use the bottom. Yep. So, top gunner and belly gunner. Way cool. Tons of visibility in this one as well. Not as much as the top one, obviously, but still really cool. You can see the cargo bay down over there. So those are the turrets, and then medical stuff, life support, I guess those. So this is the bridge. You can have 3 people on the bridge. I'm gonna walk around real quick. All these windows are really cool. You get tons of visibility in here. Walk around the glass and everything. So let's get in the commander's chair. Commander gets 4 size 4 lasers, I believe. Size 4, size 5. I think they're size 4 lasers. Those are the largest weapons in the game.
System check.
So lots of panels around. Pretty cool. Visibility is kind of blocked, I guess, but it's a larger ship. You got other people to kind of have eyes out for you. So, very cool. I have to make a video flying each of these, doing different things. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tour. Pretty cool. First time I've been in this ship. So yeah, if you're interested in Star Citizen, basically go to their website, purchase a craft, and it'll allow you to download the Squadron 42, which is like the campaign, and then it'll also allow you to access to the private test universe, which is the current universe that's multiplayer. Ships like this, multi-crew, you can actually get you and all your friends on here to pilot the ships all together and do all sorts of good stuff like that, which I would highly recommend. It would be so much fun to get a person in here and pilot, a co-pilot maybe to manage shields, and then one person in each of the turrets, or a pilot, one person in each turret, and then a snub fighter. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, and I will start the next episode, I guess, doing some flight and maybe combat with the Drake Cutlass, but I'll change out the laser setup so it's actually where it's supposed to be. Anyway, see you guys next time.